Here we go. Yeah, it's coming through all right. Cool. Alrighty, let's get it started again then. Alrighty. Good evening to when people actually watch this back. We're doing it again. Another Monday. Hey Tom, how you doing? Hope you're having a good Monday evening. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot. Spaceship! That's what I needed to hear. A little bit of reverb. 1 second. Don't know if that's just me just connecting the mic up or not. I'm not too sure. Or if it's the same as last time. It might be a bit more noticeable because I don't have the music in the background, but hopefully it's not as bad. Sweet. Amazing. Okie dokie. Right. New daily races. Gonna do this for a little bit again. Get my bearings a bit. Fail miserably. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. And then we'll do some open lobbies. I'll do some commentary again when I get bored. And then we'll hop into some more stuff. So, what is the best cars to use so far? Huracan, Lamborghini, Datsun, Genesis, all the front four-wheel drive cars. Porsche thrown in, NSX thrown in. Okay. What do we use? Tom, let's pick a car, if you're there. What we're using? Depends if you want me to be competitive, because I'm convinced I'm still not good at this game. Yet. Or if you want me to suck in a different car. I'm usually more favourable to the GTR, personally. But I can't be swayed. I do like using a different car. Yo, Freddy, how you doing? Currently deciding which car to pick. So you've got... Where's the Genesis? I should probably be quick here, actually, because this race is about to start in a bit. Screw it, we'll go with the GDR. It's not the quickest. Right, well, whoever's commented Mazda 3 is either... Well... You know what? Fuck it. Why not, eh? I guarantee you that's either Shield or Simon who said that. Guaranteed, by the way. Who's wanting to watch me suffer. But I'll do it. I'll see how absolutely awful this is. What I need, 202s. To reverse as well. Okay. Do never say I'm not a man of my word. I will give it a try. And I will fail miserably. I don't know if I've driven this car before. I'm gonna say no. That's roughly a breaking point. Now, fun fact about these front-wheel drive cars in the game, they used to be really overpowered back in the day. To make up for their obvious shortcomings in the corners compared to the rear-wheel drives and the four-wheel drive cars, they decided to make them really quick on the straights. But what they forgot to do was actually make these things bad through the corners. So you used to have a bunch of cars that were rocket ships in a straight line and had pretty much no drop off through the corners. So they were just better than everything. You had lobbies that were completely dominated by Megans, Scirocco's, and most notably of all, the Audi TT Cup car, which was absolutely just a monster. What it used to be in the game. It used to be an absolute monster. Oh, bad corner. You know what it is? This thing doesn't drive too badly at all. I mean, it is a race car at the end of the day, you know, so I can't imagine it's going to do terribly, but it's probably not going to be quick either. But I guess we'll find out. Well, this is a rented car anyway, Tom, so it's not actually, this one isn't mine, I've just rented this one out. And yep, so I'm going to be at the back of the grid in the slowest, in what is probably going to be the slowest car by quite some distance. Oh, why do I have a feeling I'm going to be really badly last here? I have a feeling I'm going to be very, very badly last place. But we'll give it a go. This is going to be fun either way. Oh no. I mean, this is going to go very poorly. I'm just Very glad it's a rolling start, if I'm perfectly honest. I didn't check that beforehand. So, I'm just very glad it's a rolling start. Okay, so, never driven this car before. Very rarely driven this track in reverse. Get all the excuses out of the way. Stone dead last, with all of the overpowered cars around me. To quote the obvious phrase, what could possibly go wrong? I'm probably not even going to start on the main straight here. I tell you what though, this Mazda 3, it's a good looking car. It's actually a really nice looking car. If any of you have seen the Mazda, or the new Mazda 2 in real life as well, that's just a carbon copy of a Yaris. So that's quite a nice looking car as well. Oh, we are gaining on the Huracan. Come on, Mazda. Go on, Mazda. Into the first corner. Need radar on. Need radar on. Straight on my inside. Yep, that's about right. Oh, we've got the power on this guy. Let's go. Alright. One overtake down. I'm going to slow this kid up big time. It's going to be amazing. Oh, big smoke. Oh, he's gone in a straight line. Oh, the Lamborghini had a penalty behind us. Amazing. 2 positions gained for the Mazda 3. Oops, not yet. Oh, this thing just can't turn. Yeah, this thing just can't get through the corners compared to them things. Oh, look at how much time they just gain out of the corners, that's hilarious. Again, I would like to emphasise I am bad at this game at the moment. Oh. Purple sector though, fastest lap incoming. Yeah, this thing just, funnily enough, the front wheel drive car cannot keep up with the 4-wheel drive car through the corners. What a shock. I mean, if anything was to go by from BDCC, then this would not be happening right now. This would be the complete opposite, in fact. Whoa. Contact. Oh, down the inside. Nope. Oh, he's gone wide though, he's gone wide. Nope. Wheel drive. Save them. Oh, it just has so much more grip. Just can't handle through them corners there. 206. That is shockingly bad. It's really funny because this thing doesn't feel like it's that bad out of the corners, but for some reason it's just not a four-wheel drive car. What is that antenna? Oh, another place gained. Let's go. The Mazda 3 is on a rampage. Oh, it's another place gained. Look at the speed, power, precision from the Mazda 3. Come on, Mazda. I don't even know if this thing's actually an actual rotary or not. Probably not, right? Okay, that's better. 1.5 second improvement. Missed the braking zone, but it's fine. I mean, I'm somehow in a pack. I'm somehow gaining on the pack. Come on, Mazda. Can I catch the Alpha in a straight line, I wonder? Oh, you bet I can. Look at the time. Look at the speed down the straight. That Alpha's got nothing on the Mazda. Look at it. Reeling him in. This thing's mortal enemy. A corner. Okay, I got into it at the end. Improved lap times, we'll take it. I almost got into a battle at the end. I almost did. But most importantly, not last. Hell yeah. Mazda 3 on top. Let's go. Clean race. That's what we like to see. And really, who's the real winner? Clean race bonus, baby. Give me that 8 grand. My driving ratings definitely went down, but my safety rating has went up. Hell yes. That's funny. Alright, let's go drive a real car. So, how long do I have to wait? What, I've got 9 minutes? Right. This is the thing. Do I do the big race, or do I do the GR4 race again? Because the GR3 car looks... Ooh, it's got pit stops as well. Ooh. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the clean race master. I get in no accidents whatsoever. Whether it's IRL or in-game. No accidents from me. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, there are a lot of different cars in the GR3, which I do like, to be fair. I mean, a lot of them are Ferraris, which I do actually have a lovely little livery for Ferrari if I am going to race it tonight. 137. And brake bias. Ooh, okay. This'll be nice. Screw it. Where is my... Oh, can I not enter with my livery? Oh, never mind then. Right. Well, if I can't enter with my livery... Is there any other cars that are supposedly good? The Merc's always going to be good. That's a good car. Merc, couple Huracans thrown in there. Lexus. Genesis, get in. Hyundai and Hyundai used to be my my manufacturer of choice always. They were the worst things to drive in the world, especially the old GR3 car. I don't know if it still is. It probably most definitely still is, but I still love them at heart. That's a ridiculous time in a Hyundai. There's a Ford GT thrown in there as well. It's quite good. See, it's the people like... Where's that Genesis? It's the people like this guy here who will absolutely be a great ass driver because he manages to do it in a car which nobody else can use, or nobody else can get close to that lap time in, or he's got a trick, and the Genesis is like top tier, which I doubt. But that would be fun. Okay, let's do one of these daily races, and then yeah, we'll hop into some open lobbies after that. Why not? Because I think race A is a bit meh this week. The track's fun. It's Goodwood, but it's not the best car, I don't think, for Goodwood. I'm guessing they're doing like the classic show races, like style, because I've got an old Corvette. What to use? Do I just go with a Ferrari? It's a bit boring. Most of these are, to be fair. I don't know why this thing's speaking to me. Meh. You know what? No. let's give the boring Ferrari a try. Oh, never mind, idiot. I was gonna say I'm gonna be pretty surprised if I couldn't use that there. Right, so I'm gonna be starting from the back. So let's put the mediums on to start, and let's give this a go. I'm more than likely going to be starting this from the back because I'm not going to have a good qualifying time. I'll put this to the rear. I didn't check what the fuel was actually. So I'm pretty sure the Ferrari had probably revved the nut bags off it. But I'm also not going to know what the tyre wear is till the race. Ooh, way outbrake myself there. Feels nowhere near as quick anymore with this VOP, because that used to be the old break point and I've gone way too soft into there. Because the Ferrari, well, it used to be a car which wanted to kill you at all corners. Like, it was not a nice car to drive. And now it's supposedly one of the best. It looks to me like the new balanced performance is really suiting the MR race cars, like the mid-engines, like your 458s, like your NSX, like your Huracan. Great start, 2 seconds off. Much better. That rotation. Big slide. Oh well, this is going to go bad. Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be bad. 140.8 and I am 2 and a bit seconds off first place. Racing mediums. Where was the brake bias? Yeah, let's just put this all the way to the rear. Though then again, that was on mediums. I forgot I was on the medium tyres. So with the softs, I'd probably save around a second. So we'll see. Hopefully there's a massive amount of carnage at the start. and yeah, that's what's going to happen. I might drive away a little bit, so I'll get a good medium stint in, and then I'll do them all in. We'll see. I have no idea what the strategy is as well, so that's why I went on the medium tyres. I can see how long the other guys have lasted, and then that'll be it. And then that's how I make my pit stop. Because I have no idea. Okay, 12th place. What is the fuel looking like? That's the main thing as well. After the start, I'm going to have to flick back to my fuel to see what that's looking like as well. The lovely pink and orange Dunkin' Donuts livery on show, beautifully complementing the 458. Alright, let's go. Round turn 1 in one piece. Good start. Don't forget you can take a lot more speed in that corner. One is gone completely already. Fuel's not going to be a problem this race, so rev the nuts out of it. Whoa, I've been absolutely punted up the rear there. Oh my god. What is this guy doing? And he's giving me damage. I've got 2 bits of damage there from that. What an arse! Yeah, he's brake checking me on purpose there to give me damage. How is that allowed in the game? How is that not a thing that's gotten rid of? Yeah, it's killed me down the entire straight here. What an arse. I was doing well at the start there. I've been absolutely shafted. It's alright though, I'm on the medium tyres, still got decent pace. See ya. Strike one, baby. Them two did not expect that lunge on that last corner. Oh well. Alright, let's catch up with the pack. Oh. Skittish on the brakes there. Ah, man. Pushing it a bit too hard. Got the Swedish guy behind me now. He's a lot quicker. I think that's the guy who ended up getting binned at the start. Okay. I keep pace with him in the final corners. It's another one with a penalty. Oh man, I'm going to break myself a bit. Let the Swedish guy go past. Oh my god. I was going to say I was getting lead. Let the Swedish guy go past me. Fucking binned it. Classic. Yeah, fair play. Oh, I'm so much quicker through this final section as well, that's annoying. Oh, I missed my gears. Double shifted there coming off that corner. Yeah, that was a really bad lap for us. I don't know why he would give the guy up his inside the draft, but never mind. I might pit here. Fair play to Marcus, he gave us room there. Just held on to that. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I think I've made probably a terrible mistake here, but I think these tyres will last. Lower fuel. Pitting on this is possibly a huge mistake. Probably is. Can't lie. But we'll see, eh? Ooh, bad braking zone, no. Going for a massive undercut. Still in the Hurricanes draft? I am. Good. That's what I need. I need a little bit of toe along the straight. I think I have made an error. People are coming out on mediums. You little... as if. What? As if. Well, doesn't matter what the strategy was now. There was literally 3 guys in front of me. Oh well, that was fun. If I'm perfectly honest, you're absolutely correct. I had absolutely no realm in terms of strategy and what I needed to do for this one at all. I just assumed that the soft tyres with lower fuel, considering the mediums hadn't actually worn down, considering they've been used for 6 laps. Turns out the soft tyres are really not that durable. Marcus is cooking his tyres though. Is he just taking, so I'm guessing he's on really old softs. Oh, Marcus. He's got a brain. Kind of. Don't lunge me in the T1. Oh, he didn't need to. As if I broke myself. That little bump draft there. Nah, he slowed me up a bit here. I'm really going to catch him in this section now. Great little battle with Marcus. Merc is slightly quicker in a straight line, question mark. It is. Got it right that time. He's got the switchback though. He's ran it a little wide. Bit too far there. Ah, he's ran it straight over the curb. Like... he ran ridiculously aggressive into that corner there. My tyres are going to go off. But in all fairness, I did say what? So that's 6 laps. What I'm realising about these GR3 cars now with the new balance of performance, you can really smash the throttle out of some of these corners. Whoa. Okay, he was very slow through that. His tyres are cooked. Oh, I broke myself there. Oh, I really want to catch Marcus, but I'm not going to be able to now. Yeah, I could have made these tyres work for an extra couple laps, but I could probably like 7, 8 laps maybe. Not going to be able to keep men behind us now. Really doesn't like that corner now. Oh, yeah, cooked. Oh, tyre's dead. Literal, complete and utter lateral drift there. Completely lateral drift. I was close. I wasn't too far off. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, come on. Well, that was fun. I'm not going to waste any more time. It's fine. Lower my ratings. I'm shite anyway. The tyre just completely gave out going into the pits there. That's unfortunate. I could do that again. I could do one more, then do the open lobbies for a couple hours. Okay. I've got my eye in a lot more with this now. So realistically, well, with the lower fuel, I can definitely take that to 7 laps. So if I pit in at the end of lap 8, then I can do it. That might be the strategy. Even though I did bin it going into the pits. Shall we see if we can do one flying lap on the softs? Let's just see what we can do. Let's see if we can get close to Rob, who's also in the Ferrari. He's also a bit of a god at this game as well. Okie dokie. I will have one flying lap, and then it'll be time to start the race. Oh, a bit of an outbreak into there. Didn't quite get the apex that time. Definitely third around there. That didn't feel too bad. Let's see. Six, seven. Hey! Would you look at that? That wasn't too bad, was it? That's a 38.5. Eee, would you look at that? Here's where I find out Rob definitely did that on hard tyres or something like that. Oh well, there we go. Very nice. There is no way I'm second. How have I went from being the slowest on the grid and I've managed to get a 38.5? Ugh, God. Alright. Oh well. I like the pole sitter's name. GP2 engine. And he's in a Ferrari. If only he was in a McLaren. I rate his name highly. Alright. I'm on the mediums. We're going to the end of lap 8 on the medium tyres. From there, we can hopefully get an undercut onto lap 9 and go from there. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. We don't have to worry about fuel. So if this guy just blitzes away at the start, he's going to be on the soft tyres. But hopefully I can stay in this draft. We'll see. God, I can't believe we start P2 now. Oh, I've completely overwrote myself in the first corner already. Knew I would do that. That's just me not being used to the braking points whatsoever. Alonso is also having a hard time there. Oh, you little shit, man. Yeah, that sounds about right. He deserved that. Still in the draft, which is good. Oh, you little German shit. See, how is that not a penalty? Done exactly the same thing to that Ferrari in front as well. Broke myself again. There is no way I've gotten a half a second track limit penalty for that, man. We had people going wide on the curb and off the curb that entire fucking last race. Oh, I've got another half a second. Oh, cool. That seems fair. Well, and that's me at the lead pack. How infuriating. Yep, that was bad. Apologise to that Croatian guy. That was a bad move. That wasn't meant to be a move whatsoever. Now watch this carnage. Run! How have I gotten away with that? He was on the softs, I knew he was. Okay, there's still a chance. Just on the limits. This is shaping out to be a very interesting race. One more lap to go and then it's pits. I mean, it's good. I'm not losing time at the moment, so that's good. Really have to just like rag it in there, feel the understeer on these tyres. Oh my god, really? Well, if that's what it feels like, I'm not changing it now. Onto the soft tyres for no refueling. It's really true, I should have went like intermediate to the wet on the last stint, to be fair. Here we go. Alrighty. Let's make up a bit of this time, shall we? I think I've gained quite a bit on that lap there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put my brake bar slightly to the front to take away a little bit of that rear tyre wear. I didn't want to run wide there. there goes the last two pinners. Oh, he definitely hit the wall on the way in there, I saw that. Into the lead. I'm trying to push this lap to see if I can get close to the fastest lap to be fair. Is that enough? Probably not. So 7, 8, 9, yay! And somebody's going to come across the line now and beat that time. Guarantee it. Yep, there you go. That wasn't on a set of new softs. That was on a lap old. 2 laps old, in fact. And I went quicker in the first sector on that lap there. Austrian one's on the charge. Not gaining time. Is he battling? No? I mean, I'll take it consistency wise. You know what I've just realised I'm doing now as well? I don't know if it's just we're doing karting in real life, but I realised going around some like the faster corners or the hairpins and stuff like that, like the tighter corners even, I feel like I'm leaning in the seat. I don't even know if I do lean that much in a kart, to be honest. I don't think I do. But I'm generally feeling as I'm going around some of the right-hand corners, like the first hairpin and stuff like that, I can feel it's trying to shift my body. Don't bottle it now, please. That was a slide and a half. Should probably increase that a bit more. I'm surprised the tyres haven't lasted as long. I wonder if it's because I've been pushing that bit more. Must be. Should really be taking care of the tyres now. I don't need to push it. A couple of short shifts here and there, keep the pace up. No need for massive lap times. I'm still gaining on the guy behind me, so it doesn't matter too much. Lamborghini's having a real tough time there. I think the Austrian guy's tyres have completely fallen off. He's been overtaken by the German guy again now. Oh, never mind, the battling. Austria and Germany at it again. Well, add a bit of fuel and tyres into the mix and look what happens, eh? Well, that I did not expect, especially by that margin. Victory! Look at that. Who'd have thunk it? Going from literally not finishing the previous race to winning this one by 11 seconds. I did not expect that. Just catching up in the chat there between Freddie and Tom, and also hello Danny. Well, that didn't go too badly in the end. Didn't expect that. Don't think I'll be getting a clean race bonus this time though. Hey, tyre and fuel. That's my thing. I like tyres and I like tyre wear and I like fuel wear. That's my go-to. That I can do. Hooray! In the Dunkin' Donuts. Big win. Stocks through the roof for Dunkin' Donuts after the race win. 72 grand. Get in. I'm going to say sorry to the Croatian guy. Because that was a bit of a stinker. But yeah. Oh, look who it is as well. The poor little German. 30 seconds behind in the end after running second place and being the worst driver imaginable. And he ends up in 11th, 30 seconds behind. Tut tut. Oh well. Cool. Alright then, let's go to some open lobbies. And more specifically, it is time for commentating on the races. This is what people are here for. This is what gets the stream up. Oh, but before that, what we're gonna get? Ooh, I got a 6-star. Okay. 5 grand. Where's he got? What, 10 grand, 500? Hey! Would you look at that? That is probably the most useful thing in the game. 1 million credits. That literally never happens. Lucky me. Now, anybody who plays GT7 knows that is the rarest thing that ever happens in GT7. Even rarer than clean racing. The £1 million spin, that is even rarer. So clearly, it's my lucky day in this game. But for now, no, I don't want to do that. It is... Yep, multiplayer, lobbies. Right, let's get some of you guys in here, shall we? Fingers crossed. And I'm going to be keeping ultra eagle eyes for... people who were driving the wrong way down the track, because that happened last time. And it was unfortunately not good. There we go. Thank you for connecting to a server finally. Okie dokie. Streamy. Let us do. Yes, because I like fuel and tyres on. BOP doesn't need to be on. To be fair, we're not actually... we don't need to do soft tyres though, it's a bit... Nah. Like, medium tyres are completely fine. We'll do softs. Yeah, we'll do softs. Where is the thing? Weak. Flag rules on. No penalties. Yeah, shortcut penalty weak. Where's the thing? Tuning. There we go. That's what I wanted. Set by host right off the bat. Right, let's save them settings in there. And let's get it going. Oh yeah, I'm back up to AS. That's cool. And we already have one taker, who is SE21 London, in the room. Nielsberg. Oh, look at all. Oh, everybody's flying in already. Hybrid Skunk. Chandri. Nothing attracts people like Spa GR3. It's just fact. Okie dokie then. Who we got on track? So, we have SE21 London, first person to join the lobby, in the Toyota Supra, who is going exceedingly wide and oh, there he is. He's back now. He's left the picture momentarily, and then he's back now. That's nice. We have I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I'm going to suggest it's called Nielsberg. Nielsberg. That's what I'm going with. Nielsberg in the Dutch coloured Porsche. Very nice little orange livery there, sporting the BWT logos. We have Pedro in the blacked out Merc. Very clearly an F1 inspired livery there in the Merc. Very nice to see. Hybrid Skunk in the Porsche. Looks like it's currently in pause mode. What kind of livery? Ooh, that's quite a nice one. It's purple and yellow. I like that one. Looks very reminiscent of a real life livery, or it looks like it definitely could be real life livery. We have Botman 1, 2, 3. Now he's either a Newcastle fan or just a general bot man. Who knows? We have Leo Senna in the blue Merc, in the Bilstein blue Merc. We have another Merc in a very nice livery. It's almost like a what's that? Almost like a glass livery there. Looks like a special edition type one. Apologies, I don't know my motorsport exceedingly well, other than the main liveries. So if that is a livery that is used in a certain championship, please do let me know if anybody does know in the chat. Thank you, Chris. We have another Merc, bright gold this time. Do you think this guy's a Verstappen fan? Verstefano. Maybe. We'll have to see. Let's see if he pulls a Catalunya, and see if he goes absolutely sending it up the inside of the other Merc around us. You know? Where is he? Is it this one? Yeah. Pedro and Stefano are going to come together. Sorry, whoever it was. We have a Ford GT. Very nice to see a different car, other than an entire field of Mercs, of the Habs Destroyer. Not more to say about that. But yeah, nice to see a Ford GT out in the field for a change, in from the Canadian driver. And we have Rhys Davies in the stock Porsche as well. So we'll wait for some of the other guys to... Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that. Okie dokie, have we got anybody else in the lobby? We have a full lobby. Where's the starting soon button? There it is. And just because I'm extra special, if you know, you know. Hang on. There we go. If you're watching this, Verstappen, you know exactly why. Okie dokie. Let us get going then. Let's start this race. This is going to be brutal. Okie dokie, we have all the cars lined up on the grid. We have Pedro on pole, Pack followed by Pawn and PG. Top four there, lights on, and here we go. Green flag running as the two Mercs get away very well, and the Porsche really slow off the line in third place there, but the two Mercs going into T1. Oh, the GDR gets messed up on the brakes there, and Pack goes around, sailing around the outside of T1. Oh, and it's carnage there in the background. Absolute carnage as cars are ping-ponged the entire way, as Pack does get a half-second penalty right off the bat, followed by Pedro going up through Eau Rouge. We have a Merc 1, 2, 3 here going through Eau Rouge as we have the BMW coming along the back straight there. PG just manages to hold it on in 5th place, but does pick up a penalty there, and Verstappen is already up into 6th place right off the start. SE21 London, who switched to the Merc at the last moment from the Toyota Supra. We have Pawn, McFly, Niesberg, Have the Destroyer, Hybrid Skunk, Botman, and I am Zoe. Flick back to the leaders here, and Pack has managed to open out a bit of a gap now. We're from the Merc 1, 2, 3, and we have Pack with a half-second penalty. Pedro just behind him, just managing to keep within about of a second there. Oh, big tank slapper there from Leo Senna in the Bilstein Merc, losing a bit of time to Macro there behind him in the BMW, but all the while Verstappen is gaining on them quickly. And it looks like Pack has really managed to stretch out a gap here while these guys are fighting. Do remember that there is tyre and fuel wear on for these races, so bear that in mind, racers, while you're out there on the field. Pedro going a little bit wide there. Leo Senna managing to capitalise a bit, but he does have to have that half-second penalty, so even though he is gaining on Pedro in front of him, he's going to drop back quite a lot there because of that penalty. And there you go, and Pedro manages to break the draft on for that. Verstappen in 4th place there, gaining on the leaders, and you can see Pedro in front there after serving his half-a-second penalty as well is... Oh, and Pack picks up another half-second penalty, probably for going out a bit too wide, going through the fast section there. and unfortunately just loses it a bit on the exit, and Leo Senna managing to get a bit more of a drive out of that final corner of the chicane there. Going down into T1, who's going to be braver on the brakes, and Pack going deep into T1 there. Can Leo Senna get the cut back? No, he doesn't manage to get the switchback work, and it's a Merc 1, 2, 3 and 4, with these 4 far clear of the rest of the field after lap 1. Pedro going through up Eau Rouge now. Will anybody make a mistake going up of here? No, it looks fairly clean going through this time around. Yes, the Mercs are absolutely flying out in front here. Looks like we might have a move coming down into the first complex. Is Leo Senna going to make a dive on the brakes? Yes, he is. He managed to make it stick, and he does. A good move there by Leo, and he does leave space on the inside there. Great pass by Leo Senna there, and just manages to make it stick. Will Pack manage to come up front? No, Leo goes to the inside. Oh, bit of a move on there in the braking zone. He does get a little bit of a shove there from Pack, which is no surprise. He did move completely back out into the brake. Oh no, and Pack's lost it on the curb. Disaster for Pack there, battling in the top 4. Unfortunately, just could not hold it together. Dipped a wheel onto the curb, and round he goes. And as a result, Verstefano has managed to get past Leo Senna coming into that first of the complex there. But it looks like Leo Senna managed to get a great drive going out of that corner. Verstefano on the inside. Will he manage to keep the corner? Yes, he does. Pedro managing to gain a 2-second gap because of the battles behind him. But can these two make any inroads on him? Verstefano not managing to break away from Leo Senna here. Leo Senna looking quite quick here, as he manages to keep with Verstappen going around the fast right-hander. Really falling into the slipstream now, but then both of these drivers crucially are catching Pedro in front as well. There's still a long way to go in this race with 3 laps still to go. Oh, and Leo Senna goes really wide there. That's probably going to be a penalty. But we'll have to see coming into the tight chicanes. Oh, and Leo Senna really outbrakes himself. Maybe he is getting way too much on the dirty tyres after going out wide, and unfortunately that really has compromised him and dropped it way back in the order there, as Pedro is now being chased down by Verstefano, as I think he had a bit of an error coming into the final couple corners there of the chicane. The first non-running Merc driver here is PG1975, but hold your horses, we need to go back to this battle here, as this is a tasty one going into Eau Rouge. We have McFly, Botman, Hybrid Skunk all going into Eau Rouge side by side. Oh, there's big contact going through Eau Rouge. McFly and Botman opting to go to the service bit on the inside there. That will absolutely be a penalty going through there for all of them. Oh, but McFly looks like he's actually managed to get away with it because of that contact. Botman with a half-second penalty, and Hybrid Skunk unfortunately not keeping it within track limits there, and unfortunately suffering the consequences with a half-second penalty. Not what they wanted trying to battle for here, but it looks like Botman might be slightly quicker than McFly going through the section, as he is managing to gain a little bit of time back through that section. And it is Merc, followed by Porsche here. Oh, and McFly again. We see another one who has just unfortunately dropped it on the curb coming out of that section there. And unfortunately, as another player to suffer that outside curb, it is a deadly coming out of that corner. Just getting a bit too hot on the throttle there, getting on the outside curb on the concrete and sending it way too far wide into that section. And let's resume our battle for the lead here. We have Pedro and Verstefano here, who are still battling tooth and nail coming through this section here. Really good battle from these two. Verstefano on the inside of Pedro, going through the fast left-handers there. Verstefano giving him the squeeze coming through there, but just managing to keep it together. Pedro going really wide on that corner again. And he's hot on the brakes there, really bad on the brakes there, as the tyres are now absolutely filthy, as he needs to work off the debris on the edge of the track there, and also gaining a half-second penalty. That's really going to cost him for the rest of this race, as Verstefano sets a blistering time of 2:18.9 coming through into the first hairpin yet again. Pedro, unfortunately, with that half-second penalty, will drop way back from Verstefano here and might give Leo Senna a chance to catch back up, even though he's 2.2 seconds behind. That penalty will be served on the fastest part of the track coming up and will really detriment Pedro coming through this section here. Manages to keep it clean going up through Eau Rouge this time. Check back to see how this battle unfolds later on. We still have the battle behind them there of Botman, SVD, Hybrid Skunk and Pack, who has now managed to catch back up to these guys after an unfortunate bin earlier in the race here, and he manages to get a much better run through Eau Rouge than the orange Porsche behind him now. And he manages to, sorry, the purple and yellow Porsche behind him. And oh, as he goes for a bit of a trip in the air there, looks like he manages to hit a cone or something there, and he goes flying in the air. Not part of the game's usual physics, but hey ho, a funny moment. But it looks like Pack is really trying to hunt these guys down now and make up for lost time, as he's now really hounding the Dutchman in front, who has a 1-second penalty. He dives to the inside of the Dutch car and does make a bit of contact there. He was sending it to the inside, he was in front of the corner there, but a bit aggressive. Probably could have used without the contact there, but no harm foul on this occasion. Let's have a check back in to the front drivers here, as Pedro is about to serve his half-second penalty. And he hasn't lost too much time, in fact he's gained a bit of time on Leo Senna throughout this lap. And he's managed to keep pace with Verstefano, so if he manages to keep that time coming into the double chicane here, hard on the brakes going through the section here, shifting it down into turn 1, brakes glowing there going through that section, and manages to keep it clean on exit, and he manages to gain a bit of time going past Leo Senna despite the penalty on the last lap as well, as we head into the final lap of the race. And let us have a quick on board with Verstefano. And we'll take you through a lap of Spa. Let's see, is there going to be any sort of lift here coming through the section? No lift whatsoever, completely flat as it should be on this BOP. Foot pinned to the floor as you hear that Merc scream down the back straight. Want to look for the barriers on the outside then, the outside curb, using all of the curb on entry, shift it down to the second, keep it pinned, use all the curb that you can going through this section, as it really does help rotate the car around, and Verstappen showing a really nice way of going that there, shifting it down into second here. Don't want to go down to the first gear because you'll end up spinning up the tyres way too much, get a much better drive on the exit there. Bit of a short shift and then an upshift there going in to get the car rotated around for the next left-hander. Now this is the trickiest corner on the track here. How will Verstappen handle it? Very nice there. Ooh, going a bit too wide there on the exit, but gets out of it with a bit of throttle and manages to recover, still gaining a bit of time on Pedro and Leo behind him. My favourite two corners on the track. Really throw it in there, use all of the inside curve on the first corner, use all of the inside curve on the second as well, pin it onto the outside, shift it back down into second gear, again try and aim for that curve on the inside, use all of the runoff you can, and you really want to maximise the curve there. Oh, but he's lost a bit too much time there, going through just a bit too much curve on the inside of that corner, is really throwing him out wide, and unfortunately that time he gains throughout the lap there will be compromised as a result. Keep it pinned through the next left-hander, you don't want to lose any time through either of those corners, and look for the in-between, about 125 metre braking zone, slam it down in the first gear, right over the curb, and right over the curb again. Ooh, really tail happy going through that final corner, but a good lap from Verstappen showing us how it's done, and he goes across the line with a comfortable first place in the end. From a last to first channel, what did I say there? A last to first challenge from the Swiss driver there, and we followed by Pedro and Leo Senna coming across the line a few seconds behind. SE21 London in the orange Merc coming in fourth place. PG 1975. Bartman managing to win out this pack in the end and just beat Pack coming across the line there in seventh place. Hybrid Skunk coming in eighth place. We have Nielsberg in the 9th place position in the orange Porsche. Macro ND in the BMW in 10th place. McFly, who unfortunately had a bit of an accident coming through on just dipping a tyre wide of one of the corners and going for a spin there. And we have the Canadian 4GT in 12th place, finishing up the grid that time around. Clean race from Verstefano, and we have a win to boot with 14 positions raised in that race. Well done to Verstefano there, showing us how it's done. Thanks, Freddie. Crofty's got nothing on me, mate. Don't know what you're talking about. That's a complete lie, by the way. That's just not true. Right, where are we going next? So, tell you what. Let's do this. 5 laps. 5 laps. 5? 6. Thanks, Luca. Much appreciated. It was a good battle to watch. Oops. Are you in the lobby, by the way, Luca? You one of the drivers on track right now? Oh, battle straight out the pits there between S21 and PG. Ooh, look at this one. This is fun. We have the old 4GT there, but it looks to be in a really nice livery there from Gary Pod. So let's have another run through the grid here. We have SE21 London in the Supra. Now the Supra will be a really quick car around here. The Supra is one of the best cars in a straight line, if not the best car in a straight line by quite some distance. Probably followed by the Merc. I think so. But anyway, the Supra is an incredibly quick car in a straight line and will do very well at this track at Daytona. We have PG doing a Valtteri Bottas and going straight across the road there and getting reset. Leo Senna, well, we have Habs there in the new style, in the 21 4GT, I believe. Very nice to see that on the track there. Hopefully, with this track being a bit closer to home, hopefully you should be able to do a bit better in this race in the 4GT as well. Leo Senna back in the Merc. And I'm mad in the old style Merc as well, not the new style. We have Verstefano back in the golden Merc that he won the last race in, keeping it very tight to the inside yellow lines there. Ever Express in the Jag there. You can see with the number plates of Jag right behind as well. Very nice looking car. Of course, that was going to be one of my choices for manufacturers when it does come back around again, but we'll have to wait and see. Ah, you're Botman, right. No worries, Luca. I will continue to call you the stupid name, don't worry. No, all good, mate. No, thanks for joining us tonight. We have, yep, Ever Express in the Jag there. I was going to say, it's a bit of a gradient. I do like a gradient. If you ever want to impress me with the livery, it's a gradient. You do need some sort of gradient. Either that or pink. Pink's my favourite. So, you know, pink gradient, you're off to a win. Macro in the... Ooh, look at this. We've got the new Evo R8, which you don't see this thing very often at all out anymore. But I guess with the new BOP changes, all the MR cars probably are in not a bad ballpark here. So, yeah, honestly, probably does a lot better than what it used to. We have Bulldogs in the very nice black and gold Lexus here. Very nice looking car. With the Lexus Kazoo Racing. Interesting. Botman, aka Luca, in the BMW once again. Again, thank you for joining the stream, Luca. Gary Pard. Ah, this is the 4GT I wanted to look at. Lovely little number. Quite a simple car, quite a simple livery. Very nice. You look at that thing all day. Let's get a bit of a closer shot on it. Very nice indeed. Pedro in the Viper this time around. Very nice looking one. Very nice car indeed. Lovely looking livery there as well, Pedro, this time around. Very nice. We have Hybrid Skunk, who is opting for the old Supra. See, we're getting some good cars out here this time around. Not just Mercs and Porsches. We're getting some nice cars this time around. Some variety, which I like to see. Oh, Hybrid Skunk getting a bit punted up the rear there by Pack behind him. But a nice little old school livery for an old school Supra there. We have Pack also in a Viper there, who's going the opposite route of a black and red Viper. So we're going to have a bit of a battle between Pack and Pedro here. One in the white Viper and one in the black Viper. That's going to be interesting. We have I Am Enzo. We have a blacked out Ferrari F458 even. We have Falco, who's in the pits in another Viper, and we have Verstefano, who's also in the pits as well. We do have one more spot available. To make it interesting. Oh, and also we need to do this, don't we? Oh, do we have somebody joining? Oh, we do. Ghetto Racing. Good name. As soon as Ghetto is... Oh, I shouldn't say that, should I? I'm going to need to come up with a different name for the Brazilian. Oh, I didn't manage to connect. Apologies for the reset in the room, however, we are going rolling start this time around. Everybody hop back into the lobby and we are going racing. just as we are ready to go, we have one more person joining in there. I'm just gonna pronounce him Sean. Apart from Ixian, I'm not gonna pronounce him Ixian the entire time. So he's gonna be called Sean because I decided it. And good luck. Good luck, everybody. Let's go. We have some variety of cars in this race, which I love to see. We love a bit of variety. Ooh, 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 ooh. I forgot you can do that in this one. As we roll up to the grid here with Gary Pod in the 4GT on pole, lights out and away we go. Gary Pod leading us across the line first, followed by PG, Macro, Hybrid Skunk, Express, Leo, Senna, Falco, Habs Destroyer, Botman, I Am Zeno, and Pack as we head into turn 1. Enzo looking for the move down the inside, and it's carnage already going into turn 1. Oh, and a big contact there between the Lexus and the BMW in the background there. For one of them last places, the Lexus getting in all kinds of wrong. Oh, and Enzo with a massive takeout there. First warning for you, Enzo, that is a massive takeout from you. One more like that and you will be out of this lobby, my friend. Oh, it's 3 wide going through the left-hander between the two Vipers here. As we have Pack, who is on the outside there, and now to the inside. Oh, and Falco unfortunately gets it. This is absolutely carnage off of this track. Skunk gets punted wide and Enzo goes wide, and we have a forward off in the background as well. Oh, yeah, that's it. You are out of here. Sorry, Enzo. That was 2 strikes already. Zero tolerance for anything like that, my friend. Unfortunately, seen it twice. 2 massive sends there and takeouts on multiple drivers. You are gone, my friend. As we head into the first turn, we have Gary Pod. If I say the first turn, and into the next part of the track here, the second banked turn. That's the word I was looking for. Gary Pod still in first place in the Shelby Ford GT here. Ever Express in the Jag in second place. Falco followed by Stefano, who's managed to get himself into 4th place already, followed by Bulldogs. Them two coming from the back of the grid there to make it up there, and it looks like Bulldogs is going for a move around the outside. Very risky going into turn 1. Will he manage to make it work? No, but Stefano is better on the brakes going into turn 1, and he manages to keep it clean. Pack in 5th place, followed by Falco. 2 of the Vipers there going through nose to tail. We have Sean in the bright green Mustang in 7th place, managing to do well from the back of the field. We have Habs in the 4GT, managed to do a bit better in this race so far. Let's see if he can hold on to that position. Hybrid Skunk in the M&M's Genesis, managing to make a recovery after being unfortunately net-coded off in one of them turns. I believe that looks like what it was, going through them corners. Botman just behind him. We have Macro just behind him as well. PG and unfortunately Pedro, who is going around in the pause menu right now after being absolutely KO'd going through them corners there. Gary Pod managing to make a bit of inroads here on the rest of the guys. Unfortunately, but it looks like the Merc is very powerful going around these corners here. The 4GT not living up to its name at one of its home tracks here. Looks like it is just not managing to stack up to the Merc in a straight line whatsoever. and especially coming around some of these corners here, as Verstefano has really managed to gain a lot of time going through the very tight chicanes there of the back section of Daytona. Bulldogs in the other gold liveried car is close in tow, and both of them are now in the slipstream. Gary Pod unfortunately is going to be under threat here as he takes a wide line going through the banked corner there. You want to be as tight to the inside as possible on this course. Heavy on the brakes into the first corner there, but you really want to try and trail brake it in there, otherwise you're going to be sent straight off into the runoff area here. Battle for the lead. Gary Pod goes defensive into the first of the hairpins, managing to make it stick there, and it looks like Bulldogs is really trying to send it on the inside there. A little bit of contact there, a bit unwarranted, but he manages to keep it clean going through the next sections there. Verstefano managing to still try and make it clean. Gary Pod still on the inside there, showing the defensive line, but oh, look at Verstefano managing to go around the outside of Gary Pod there. Gary Pod just taking a bit too defensive and a bit too slow on the inside, and Verstefano manages to make an excellent move going through that corner, and is really, oh, with a bit of contact there, Bulldogs shoving into Gary Pod, who then goes into Verstefano, which makes it 3 wide going through the back corner, and a brilliant overtake, unfortunately undone by going deep on the brakes, and a bit of contact there going through that hairpin. Is anybody going to be brave and or stupid enough to make a move going through the chicanes here? Verstefano all over the back of these guys coming into the section. Oh, it looks like Falgo's managed to make a great move up the inside of Verstefano there, taking advantage of the fact of these guys are a bit slower coming out of this corner, and all of a sudden we have a complete top 5 battle. Bulldogs managing to keep a little bit of a gap in front of the guys behind him. Gary Pod in his slipstream, but gaining on the straight. We have Falco just inside the slipstream here, going through this section as he manages to overtake Gary Pod around the outside with a better run, and it looks like the Viper has legs on the 4GT going through some of these corners here. We're going to have a massive braking zone going into the first corner. Is it going to be clean? Oh, there's a little bit of a bump there going into turn 1, but we are clean going around the first corner. Very well done, guys. A little bit of bump and shoving, but that's all right. We can manage to get away with that. A beautiful sight going through this corner here. Gary Pod just a little bit slow going through that sex corner there. Oh, and look at that. It looks like Verstefano's just managed to get a bit better of a run going through that corner there, and he manages to make up the place. And Gary Pod, unfortunately, just dropping back to 5th place now with Pack on the inside of him in the Viper. Looks like he should get this done on the inside. Oh, and a bit of a nudge there again, back into the back of Verstefano, but he manages to get it through, and Gary Pod just unfortunately going a bit too wide on the exit curve there. We have Bulldogs fending off Falco here in the Viper, who has made a massive charge through the field here and has taken real advantage of the guys that were battling in front, and is now straight in the draft of Bulldogs here. And that Viper looks mighty quick in a straight line as he goes to the outside line going through the banking. And will he manage to get ahead of Bulldogs going through into the braking zone for the chicane? He does. He's already through, and he's managing to take an offensive line going into the chicane. Oh, but he goes wide there on exit. Was that a braking zone? Was that a touch? I'm not too sure, but Falco goes wide and will likely have a half-a-second penalty as a result of that as well. And yes, there we go, half-a-second penalty for Falco. Really unfortunate. It does all the good work, and it comes undone at the worst possible moment there on going into the second to last lap here, but he will really feel hard done by for that penalty going through there, as Bulldogs on his home turf manages to take the lead, followed by Verstefano in 2nd place, but do not count out Falco yet. He was very quick over the course of this entire race so far, and will likely gain back up on these two. We have Pack in 4th place as well, just managing to chase these down. And let's take a little bit of a look elsewhere. We have Ever Express in 6th place, unfortunately just in a bit of a no man's land here, just running his own race, not quite quick enough to catch the Pack, but more than quick enough to stay ahead of the rest of the guys behind him. We have Habs, who managed to make up a great number of places here and sits in 7th place ahead of Sean and Botman. These three there in a bit of a tight pack just behind the leaders. PG, Pedro and Marco coming through the first corner there as well in their own little pack. We have 3 packs here in this race, with the Jag in a bit of a no man's land here, but let us focus back on the leaders for now. We have Bulldogs who just crucially managed to break out a little bit of a gap to not allow Verstefano in this slipstream here. That is crucial around this track. The slipstream making a massive difference to your times going through all of this, and if he can keep it clean and manages to still break the slipstream of Verstefano here, he looks like he could be free. But Verstefano once again managing to have a great run through them chicanes and is now well within the draft. Remember, in GT7 it is roughly 0.75 of a second to get into the draft in front in these settings. So Verstefano really in a strong slipstream position as Falco unfortunately picks up another half a second penalty there and really drops back from these two. Can he manage to hold off Pack behind him in the next Viper? Gary Pod unfortunately just dropping off a little bit more there as he isn't managing to quite stay with the leaders. And we'll have a quick look back to this fight here. We have Sean Botman and unfortunately Habs Destroyer, who unfortunately has dropped back a bit compared to these two and has been overtaken on that lap as well. And we have PG, who has suffered a half a second penalty, which might allow Pedro to come through here. Unfortunately, Pedro has not managed to have a good race at all this time around just because of the early incident in the race, and unfortunately has not managed to make any grounds during this. But we flick back to the leaders now as Bulldog goes a bit wide and Verstefano going through into the next turn. Verstefano opting for the outside line. Will he manage to have a bit of overspeed, and he gets the cutback going through the banking there. Maybe a tiny bit of contact, but not too severe going through the banking now. He really needs to stay in this slipstream and not allow Falco to catch back up, who is catching, by the way. It might be a bit too much at this late stage of the race, but never count out, as this is going to be really spicy going through this section here. And Bulldogs makes his move, and Verstefano really on the inside there. Bit aggressive by Verstefano. And Bulldogs just manages to keep it there after a bit of contact on the inside line. And this is going to be a battle to the finish. Verstefano in the slipstream of Bulldogs now. Keep it clean, guys. We don't want a good race to be ruined on this final banking with contact. Verstefano opts to go to the inside line. There's no room there. Bulldogs was already defending. Why did he just try to get around the outside line there? That's not a block from Bulldogs, and it looks like Bulldogs will manage to take this one at the end from Verstefano. Falco there gaining a lot of time on that last lap, and so did Pack as well. A great lap time by Pack at the end there. Falco and Pack coming across the line of 4th and 5th there. Gary Pod managing to claim 5th place with a comfortable 5th place in the end, followed by Ever Express, who was on his own for most of that race there as well. And we have a battle to the line here from Botman and Sean, and Botman just takes it going across the line there. Great little photo finish between them two. Botman just managing to defeat the home favourites here of Sean, and Habs coming across the line just behind them in 9th place. And we have Pedro coming across the line in 10th place. PG sliding it through the grass there, smashing into the wall, going across the line. And we have Macro, unfortunately, in the R8, which just did not managing to have the power at this track. Comes across in 12th place. Good little battle there from Bulldogs at the end, and just managing to keep his defence strong, was not allowing Verstefano through at all there on the final laps there, and rightfully so. You can't be crossing them two yellow lines on the inside there, not appropriate to pass on there. You really should have just switched to the outside line to get the overspeed, and I imagine the Merc probably would have had the legs on the Lexus there going around the outside. But nevertheless, we go to the next track here. No way, Chris. Just lost it at the chicane. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's honestly, the chicane is probably one of the hardest bits by far at this track. I think this is a really technical track. It's a surprisingly technical track, Daytona, especially the road course. Obviously, the other one's just an oval, but it's really surprisingly technical, the road course, and it's really quite how do I say it? What's the word I'm looking for here? What is the word I'm looking for here? What am I on about? Yeah, it's really technical. So it's surprising how much that you have to actually really concentrate on that track as well. And next track we are going to Catalonia as I compose myself because I've completely lost the ability to speak after that race. Oh, thanks very much, Chris. Much appreciated. I was going to say we've only started this recently in terms of the live streams from this, but it's been a lot of fun. We did one last week as well where it was a similar open lobbies where I started out, did a bit of daily races and stuff like that. Managed to get a bit of traction on that, and then hopped into some open lobbies with yourselves. And yeah, commentary on these races. I do join in from time to time as well. However, I do find with these open lobbies, it is a bit more fun with me commentating rather than anything else. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Chris. We'll be doing a lot more in the future. Don't you worry. Yeah, honestly, he was a bit of a menace on them first couple of corners. I think literally into the first corner. Well, actually, no, it was the first hairpin. Actually, he just barreled straight through like 3 people, and then obviously going just before the banking as well. He then went straight into the back of you and spun you. So I was like, no, absolutely not. Get out. Not going to happen anymore. Let's leave it on for Stefano for a little bit. Alrighty, so following on from the F1 tracks from Spa before, we now find ourselves at Catalonia and the better layout of Catalonia, may I add as well. I don't care what any OG people say about the old Catalonia track, it was garbage to race around sometimes. Fun to drive, not to race. Kept the best parts of Catalonia in the track and removed out the good parts. The bad parts even. That's what I meant. Let's have a look to see who else we have in the lobby. Ever Express still in the Jag. Gary Pod in the Porsche this time around. Another lovely little blue livery there. Got some good liveries from Gary Pod so far today. Will there be an overtake going into the next couple of corners? No, thinks better of it. Habs Destroyer still rocking the Ford GT, trying to get used to the thing. But it looks like he is, unfortunately, it looks like a bit of a pig to drive, that Ford GT. I was going to have a go at it before, actually, just to see how it was. But yeah, it definitely looks like a bit of a pig to drive, unfortunately. We have Bulldogs in a lovely little purple Merc this time around. Very nice. Sean in the big old Datsun, one of my favourites there. Not the version I prefer. My go-to car was always the older version of the GTR/Datsun. Not as big of a fan of the new model there. Verstefano's still in the pits, Falco in the Porsche this time around. Botman still in the BMW. grid over a sec. I'll put Gary down a bit as well since he was good in the last race. Cool. Okay, hopefully we'll get some more people in the lobby. Or should I race this one? Should I race this one? What have we got? 7 laps of Catalonia. No, I'll still commentate. Okie dokie, let's get this thing started soon. I might race the next one. See how it goes. Actually, I know what I'm doing for the next one. We'll do this race, I'll commentate on this one, and then we'll do Fuji. We'll do a race on Fuji since it's the daily race C this week. That's what we'll do. Just wait for Bulldogs to ready up. Oh, I've got Falco who's left there. Just waiting on Bulldogs to ready up. While we're doing that, let's have a quick look at the grid. So we have Mister in the blue Lexus, Stefano, shortly behind him in the ever glorious gold Merc. Botman in third place in the BMW, Gary Pod in the Porsche, Ever Express in the Jag, PG rocking the bright orange Mercedes, Pedro rocking the Porsche, Sean rocking the VB Vantage, lovely car to see out on track, an old school favourite of mine. Unfortunately, I don't think it's very good at all anymore in terms of competitiveness, but one of my favourite cars I used to drive was that Vantage there. Such a lovely car to drive in GT Sport, but yeah, unfortunately I don't think it's good at all. I think it's had its time, if it's fair to say, because that thing again used to be one of the most used to be the most powerful car in the game, in GR3 at least. Very, very fun car to drive, just chef's kiss. It was also a very nice car. And we have Habs still rocking the Ford GT. Yeah, unfortunately, Bulldogs, we are... no worry, Bulldogs, if you are going to quit out. Oh, we have one more joining here. Oh my god! Look who it is! We have another alien who's entered the room. I know that name. How you doing, Jibril? Yeah, very, very quick person has just entered the room once again. And let's see the... I know, right? Long time no see, indeed. And I just have to make sure that you are going... Yeah, you are straight at the back. Oh, we have one more joining. Oh, one more joining as well. Can't seem to get this race started. We have Russ Ram, and do I hear a rotary? I absolutely hear a rotary. Look at that thing. Red Bull inspired Mazda. I love the sound of that Mazda. Underrated car, that one, in my opinion, in a GR3. Hiya mate, how you doing? Honestly, this is kind of new, if I'm perfectly honest, especially streaming on GT. So I wouldn't really consider this a new channel. I would still consider myself part of GRT. I'm still rocking the clan at the end of the day. However, this is my also, well, I say my, it's not mine at all, but I'm part of a karting group. This is what this entire channel evolves around in. It's more usually involves IRL type content. However, I wanted to bring in the sim elements and kind of like from my old world again, and yeah, I wanted to incorporate that into the channel itself and bring that back into it as well. So then we have both an IRL, which is kind of the more short and video style, and then we also have the live streams, which are more esports related, such as Gran Turismo. I thought would be a good one to start off with, and then potentially branching out into, like, I don't know, ACC and different games when they come out as well. So yeah, that's the goal anyway. So we have PG, followed by Marios, Botman, Gary Pod, Sean, Everexpress, Pedro, Mr. Vestefano, Jibril, Russ Ram, and Jam. And away we go. Coming into the first corner, it's going to be a bit of a braking zone coming through this section here. This time around we have a couple of people warning up tyres in the background. Great to see here. Into the first corner. Do we have any sort of catastrophes here? Looks like we are fairly clean going around turn 1 this time around. Good job, guys, keeping it together nicely. Oh, but we do have a bit of a contact here between Botman and Everexpress going around there. Botman just managing to get the undercut on Everexpress there, going around the long right-hander. Looks like maybe a tiny bit of contact there between Botman and Everexpress. Just managing to keep it together here. Oh, we do have Mr. going up the inside of Everexpress here with Pedro trying to get on the inside as well, but looks like Everexpress just has a little bit more drive coming through the corner, but it looks like Pedro will take the inside line, give some space. Oh, but great little bit of skill there by Everexpress. Oh, we get a bit crossed on the exit there as well. 3 wide going through the right-hander. Not a place you want to be going through 3 wide whatsoever. and Verstefano there already up into 4th place there, but is experiencing a bit of a battle here. Verstefano unfortunately missing out there, as PG has managed to absolutely break away in his orange Merc here. Managing to almost get a 2-second lead on the guys behind. We have PG, followed by Botman, Mr. Gary Pod, Verstefano, Pedro, Jibril, Habs, Ever Express, Russ Ram and Sean in 11th place there. We have Russ Ram with a half-second penalty coming across the line there, and luckily, and no, we do have Pedro there with a half-second penalty as well. Apart from that, seems fairly clean so far. Really want to try and get a good exit here on the long right hand. It really does set you up well for the next couple of hairpins. And look who it is. He's back. It's Matt. Looks like Gary Pod just gets it a bit wrong there up the inside, and a great little switch by Verstefano here. Will he manage to get up the inside of Botman here? Laid on the brakes as he sends it up to the bit of contact there, trying to get the bit of overrun there, but Verstefano just manages to keep it clean and manages to keep ahead here. Oh, a little bit of contact again by Gary Pod. That's the first warning, Gary. But no, he does manage to land back past. That's fair enough. Fair play, Gary, realising the contact and letting Verstefano through. That's what we like to see. It's fair enough if you make a mistake, as long as you own up to it and respect each other as a result. It's fair play by Gary there. Realised he made a mistake and a little bit of contact on Verstefano going through, and let him back through and resumed the position there, and they can keep fighting going through the next few corners there. So good sportsmanship by Gary there. Very good to see. And just like that, we also have a battle for the lead as Mr. in the blue Lexus pulls alongside PG going into the first corner here. Who's going to be better on the brakes? Mr. trying to go around the outside. Will he be given the room? Oh, PG just manages to keep it there on the inside. Shows a bit of little F1 style rules there. Maybe a tiny bit of contact going through that corner, but nothing too egregious there. As Mr. looks to get a bit of a better run going out the long right hander, but doesn't quite manage it. And PG resumes the position for now. Meanwhile, Botman and Verstefano are gaining, and we have Gary Pod, who is doing really well in this race and managing to sit in 5th place. Looks like a lot more at home in that Porsche as he manages to tail the two in front of him, and Jibril in the Huracan behind, also keeping pace with them, but unfortunately with a half-second penalty. Naughty, naughty, them corner cuts, Jibril. You should know better than that. Don't worry, Matt. To be fair, we've only been going on the open lobbies for just about an hour and 10 minutes, so it's nothing too bad, don't worry. We haven't been doing it the entire time. Oh, Botman, I don't know if there was a little bit of contact there between Verstefano and Botman there, but looks like Verstefano was on the inside of Botman there going through that corner. And oh, he just manages to get a half-second penalty, just runs after running a bit wide there. It's really unfortunate for Gary. Just because it looks like he might have a bit wide again. Looks like Jibril's going to have a really big run coming through the back straight here, or the main straight I should say here. He goes to the inside. Will the Huracan have the legs going into turn 1? Hard on the brakes again going into turn 1. Looks like Jibril manages to take it on the inside. Clean pass there by Botman as he moves up into 5th place, and Botman unfortunately moving down to 6th place with a half-second penalty still to serve. Gary Pod's still running well in 4th place, and we have Verstefano here now catching up to Mr. as PG has now made an excellent recovery. He has managed to break the gap to Mr. and Verstefano behind by almost a second here, and now managing to move up a second here as Verstefano just tries to send it up the inside of Mr. But good work by Mr. not to be put off by that bit of a throw to the inside there. You can see Verstefano really wants to get through and looks to be the quicker driver at this stage, but a bit of a good defence by Mr. Oh, looks like he gets a bit wrong though going through. that corner there. And oh dear, PG has picked up a half-second penalty. And he's picked up a 1.5-second penalty, actually. I wonder if he's actually had a bit of contact there with another driver going through that, as that has destroyed his lead chances right now. That is not what he wanted. And now that puts him back into 6th place. And does he manage to keep it? He managed to get it back on Botman there. But that is a disaster for PG after looking so comfortable in the lead for this entire race, just getting it all crossed up there. And unfortunately, and now moves back down and is battling, and again with a half-second penalty, just getting too much up the inside there. And again, just picks up another half-second penalty, and that was unfortunately his race ruined. But a good little battle here with Botman as they go down the main straight. Botman looks to get up the inside of PG as they go down to this front straight. Gibble is now challenging Gary Pod for 3rd place there. Will he manage to get a good run on the outside? Heavy on the brakes, or will he go for the cutback? Looks like he wants to try and go around the outside there. Gary Pod just gives him the room there. Great racing by the two of them. Gary Pod not leaving anything on the table there. Gibble is still trying to find his way around the outside, but he has the better drive there and just manages to squeak ahead of the Porsche. Well stuck in there by Gibble, and good racing by the pair of them. Very on the limit there. Lovely, just exactly what we want to see from these types of lobbies. And it looks like Verstefano there has just managed to breaking out a little bit of a gap from Mister this time around. Thank you, Pedro, if you are watching the stream. Thank you for your racing contributions tonight. And be sure to tune in again when we do this again in the very near future, as well as we look to see the lovely little battle between Gibble and Gary Pod there. Will Gibble have enough time to try and make any inroads on these leaders here? Looks like he might be a bit struggling with a tyre wear on this occasion. But he is only 3 seconds behind these two and looks to be making up a lot of time on some of these longer corners here. So let's see if he can manage to make something happen here. Using all the curve on the inside and looks to gain a lot of time on all of them corners. Oh, and we just have Gary Pod, disaster in the background. Looks like he's taken a bit too much of the outside curve there, and unfortunately has went for a spin. Disaster from Gary Pod there, so unfortunate after running really well in this race, and unfortunately now finds himself in 7th place with half-second penalty to serve. Ever Express unfortunately just having another lonely race here in 6th place. The Jaguar not as suited to the tight and twisty turns, and you can see there, look at the front left tyre there of that Jaguar. It is absolutely torched. I think a little bit of rear brake bias is very much in order to keep them front tyres in check on that Jaguar. PG in the Mercedes there again with a front tyre deficit there, and you can see a lot more of these guys having a bit more use of the tyres there. You can see Gibble here very, very nice on tyres at this late stage of the race, so he probably is going to be a little bit quicker in this stage of the race. As you can see there, managing to get a bit more grip around that fast right hand corner, but just not managing to get up the inside of Mister, going into the tight hairpin on the left hand side there, just following him through and maybe waiting for the main straight to take up his draft and go through past the grandstands. Meanwhile, Verstefano manages to extend his lead while these two are battling. 2-3 seconds. Looks like both of them managed to maybe get a penalty there, as they were really tight on the right hand side. Oh, and Mister gets it all wrong going through that last turn there, and picks up a half-second penalty, going very defensive after trying to make up for his mistake. Looks like Gibble might manage to get through here before turn 1. Heavy on the brakes by the pair of them. Will they give each other room? Gibble around the outside. Very fair racing. Gives them the space, and Gibble goes around the outside going into turn 1. Great racing by these two, and well done to Mister as well for giving them the correct room there. Great racing by the pair of these two. Now, can Gibble make any sort of inroads onto Verstefano on this last lap? This is the battle to watch here, as it looks like Mister is unfortunately just suffering with a lot of tyre wear. Look at the tyre difference between the Huracan and the front front-engined car of the Lexus. You can see just how much that Lexus is working its front tyres compared to the rear, the mid-engine car of the Huracan. And you can see here that Gibble is much quicker at this stage of the race. You can see Verstefano there in the front-engine Merc as well, also suffering with a lot more tyre wear on that front left-hand side compared to Gibble, but it doesn't look to be affecting him much at all. Going into the last sector of the race here, Verstefano with a 3.3 second lead, rounding the last hairpin here. Bit of a lift coming through the first right-hander and using all the curb on the exit there to get himself around the corner, not managing to dip a tyre on the exit there. Verstefano comes through with another win there, closely followed by Gibble by only 2.7 seconds, managing to gain a little bit more on the ending lap there. Mister coming across in third place after a valiant defence to try and defend there. Botman coming home in a very comfortable fourth place there, well done by him in that race. PG going through in fifth place, Ever Express in sixth, and unfortunately Gary Pod in seventh place after the earlier spin. Some great racing on show by all of these guys here, so very, very nice to see by all of these guys. Amazing to see, and a clean race by Verstefano there yet again. Very nice to see from all of you guys, and very compliments to all of you. Had some great racing on show there, as we have a few more people in the lobby here, and we'll probably end up doing a couple more races before calling it a night, as it is coming up to midnight now. And what we are going to do is we are going to the same race that we have as our daily race C at the moment. We're going back to Fuji. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. Thanks, Verstefano. Hopefully, if you're watching the stream, mate, great to have you here tonight. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to doing more of this in the future as well, as we have a few more players joining for this one. And yeah, I'm going to join in on this one. I'm going to channel my inner Rob and race in the Ferrari at this one. And yeah, and put my Dunkin' Donuts livery to show. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to change tyres. There we go. And what I will do is I need to set myself, where am I? Oh, forgot. That would help. All the way to the back. Also you. Great choice by you there as well, Gibble. Love the Z4 around this track. I am being a bit of a shitter by picking the Ferrari at this track, I know. But, I say but, I did win a race in it before, so that's the only reason why. Let's bring Mister down here as well. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're going to be in a position where I actually know you from previously racing with you, you will be back down the field with me. So, you know, sorry, not sorry. Honestly, Gerbil, it's apart from very recently. Well, also yes, I think considering I've been away probably for, God, how long would it have been? 1.5 to 2 years, maybe. To be perfectly honest, considering how much else I had going on, yeah, there's been life stuff that's happened. I've moved out a few times, in and around everything. I now have my own place, which is nice, which is why I'm able to do this a lot more often. And yeah, to be honest, just been doing stuff. Kind of the online stuff has taken a back seat while I've been doing a few more things IRL with the rest of these guys in the as part of the channel. You'll see a lot of the actual videos if you tune into some of the karting videos on the channel as well. A lot of that stuff we've been racing and doing rental karting, and a lot more championships as part of that. So that's kind of taken a bit more priority, and to be perfectly honest, I just haven't really been as interested in the sim side of it until fairly recently, and I wanted to get back into this more, and as well with the channel and everything like that. And what better part to jump back into GT7 and do some of the old lobbies and stuff that we used to do. So yeah, that's kind of a brief life update without going into too much because there's no point. But yeah, it's yeah, that's pretty much the reason why. Getting back into it now. As I said last time to Rob and Matt on the stream as well, I will be active a lot more in the GRT Discord again. If there's any like activity in there, I will still be joining in. But yeah, it's kind of the main thing. I think after GRT is kind of like, unfortunately, just ended up dying of a slow death. I don't think it would be very harsh of me to say. Just the GT7 has unfortunately not lived up to the hype that we wanted it to, really. I think I would say as a whole, and I think in general, it's not really been the same since GT Sport, if I'm right in saying, because I mean that was really the heyday of this channel, and also I guess just in general this entire thing, and that's when we enjoyed it the most. So yeah, I think that's kind of it, to be honest. But yeah, apart from that, enough of my backstory, because nobody else needs to hear it. To be honest, Luca, we've currently been doing this once a week on a Monday so far. So currently I kind of want to bring it back to kind of like every Monday, if possible. There's going to be a few weeks coming up where that's not going to be possible, so I might do it on like another day, or maybe on a weekend or something like that, and see if we can drum up a few more people to join the lobbies and everything. But at this point, that's kind of just the see how it goes, to be honest. To answer your question, Botman, it's going to be trying to do every other Monday, but maybe more in between, to answer your question. Oh, that's sick, you've been to Brands Hatch and Silverstone lately as well. We're kind of wanting to potentially as a group do more like track days potentially and stuff, and look into something like that as well. So that could totally be an option in the future as well. But anyway, let's have a look. How many people we got on track? We have a full lobby. Look at this. See, the second that you get on Fuji as well, it's race C. Right, what we need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring you down a little bit, Botman. Gary a little bit down. Yeah, that'll do. Who's that? Jack Fly. Okay, bring him down as well. Yeah. It's more fun. Botman and Gary more further down as well. Cool. Alright, starting soon. For anybody who's watching as well, thank you very much for joining us on this late Monday night. It is always appreciated. I mean, to be fair, I am completely flummoxed as to how these lobbies are starting to do so well, to be honest. So yeah, I really appreciate it, honestly. And yeah, we'll be looking to again do more of these in the future, as we start to again grow a bit more of the online community in terms of the online lobbies. We're doing more GT7 and stuff as well, potentially going into more ACC if people are up for it as well, and potentially just doing a few more streams here and there. So yeah, but apart from that, let us go. Let's start. Alrighty. So this is where I get absolutely cooked by people who are actually better at the game than me now. But we'll see. We'll see. I will only promise to do my best. Smile. Full grid this time as well, so nothing to lose. Actually get to see the Dunkin' Donuts livery this time as well. So I'll do my best to commentate while we're driving along, but I thought I'd give this one a go as my last race of the night. Let's go. Love the Z4 in front of me as well, by the way. Great car around here. Z4 is a really underrated car around Fuji. We have the Mexican of TVR going off into the grass there. And remember, penalties are on, so be careful of that. Oh, we have a bit of contact there. Many contacts on the outside there, going through that corner. We'll avoid the contact there. Oh, Mercedes on the outside of me there. Oh, somebody's in the barrier, that's Gary. Slide up the inside here. Okay, not a bad first lap. Merc is slightly quicker on the straight. Do have him on the brakes though. Another guy in the background there. Just managing to keep it together. Oh, a bit deep into there though. This thing just rotates so nicely through them slow corners, honestly. That Lexus is in my slipstream now. Almost got it wrong there. Shit. Oh, Weber Express just getting a half second penalty there. Oh, it just comes back on. Oh! I got tagged. Yeah. Canadian guy didn't slow down when the guy was on the outside there. Just ran into the back of us. Unfortunate. More of a racing incident, to be honest. I don't really blame him. But this is going to be more fun anyway. Just gets it all sorts of sideways on the exit there. Yeah, Drift King just didn't slow down on my inside, and when the Jag was coming across me there. See where I can make back up to. What have I got? 4 laps. Oh, really pinched me there. CBR managed to get back on me, but yeah, I was on the inside there. He really pinched me. Had to properly get out of it to not make contact there. Block pass by Gary there. Complete dive bomb, that's my bad, Gary. Oh my god, Jesus dudes. Come on guys, no contact. Okey-doke. 3 laps to go. Finally managed to get that first corner right in this race. Hooray! 12 seconds. Matt battling with Botman here. Imagine you get a much nicer run coming out of that corner there. Hiya, Matt. Hiya. How you doing? I see you. Oh, don't bother weaving, Matt. Come on. Oh, Botman really outbreaks himself and takes out Matt for me. You can see it happening. Bit too early on the brakes going into that one. Pushed it a bit too hard through there. Just about. It's literally just all in that last section. That's literally all it is. Hey, hey! Take that. I have a feeling that was a lot slower. No, not a lot slower, just a little bit. Whoa, I was on the inside there, mate. Didn't know if did he brake there? Sorry if there was a bit of contact there, Ever. I was off the throttle. I don't know if I hit Ever Express there. I didn't see if it was brake lights or not. My bad if it was. Ah, no way, Paul. You know what, Andrea? Yes. We'll end it on the most chaotic race of all. We'll end it on Dragon Trail, and I'll commentate over that chaos. I'll take it. Made my way back up to 6th place. I don't know if there was contact between me and Ever Express at the end there. Not too sure, but I have a feeling there might have been. It just took a bit too much. I was trying to go for the inside line when he was covering off, to be fair. So apologies if that was the case. That is my B. Let's have a bit of fun for this last one, shall we? We're going right back to the start, just like old times. It's Dragon Trail Seaside. We'll end it on a high. No problem whatsoever. Drift King, I, in all fairness, completely assumed that was the case. Unfortunately, it was Ever Express who was, I think it just gone a bit too wide going into that corner. I was just cutting back onto the track there. I was really trying to avoid him, and then obviously a little bit of contact on the backside, and that was fine. But yeah, honestly, I completely assumed it was. So yeah, unfortunate racing incident. Oh, it's just, don't get me wrong, Jibril. I would never, ever, ever choose this track out of my own volition. But I'm not racing it, so therefore it's fine. I don't think there was much of a pinch on from my side, Botman. Was that coming out of the final turn? Because you left his room, that's fine. I saw you got very hot on your brakes going into that final one. But yeah, no, it's all good, mate. Yeah, the one on Matt was definitely a bit. It was a bit full on going into that first corner, but yeah, completely fine. Don't worry about it. Happens to the best of us. But yeah, as long as you, at the end of the day. I'll go on a bit of a story, but let's just take away from that for a second. I won't out you too much, Gary, don't worry. But I'll take on a bit of a story, because I mean, at the start of this, I mean, in my GD Sport days as well, I mean, you have to start somewhere at the end of the day, regardless of how good or how shit you are, really, because it's an absolute fact that I would consider myself a good player of this game, but not like anywhere near upper echelon or anything like that. I'm quick at this game, but nothing special. But even that, I used to be god awful at this game, like pretty bad. And it wasn't until I originally found, well, actually, not even GRT, but the original group I played with was Hunty. Matt, that'll ring a bell for you, and Jibril, I don't know if that name might ring a bell for you. Not too sure, but I know it definitely will for you, Matt. But yeah, and that's the group I actually started out with, and then I found GRT on the back of that as well. And it was only after playing with them and doing various leagues and races and open lobbies like this where I actually managed to get anywhere near the level I am now. So at the end of the day, it's like, to me, as long as you're willing to learn, and as long as you're willing to own up when you do realise you make a mistake, that's the main thing, because you don't grow unless you realise, oh shit, I actually have made a mistake there, and you're actually able to evaluate on that. Because God knows, God knows, especially in this crap, I make mistakes all the time in this game. You just have to be able to actually take on board the advice and the different lines and everything else from other drivers, because that's the best way you learn. You learn from the best at the end of the day, and the only reason I got to where I am was by racing with the best, and that means racing cleanly, racing smart, and knowing when to pick your battles, and then being aggressive and everything when you need to be. It's all part of racecraft, and as much as I can spout off on this kind of stuff, I'm not a bloody racing driver, of course I'm not, but at the end of the day it all helps. So again, it's all in part and parcel, but this is the reason why I do it at the end of the day, and also just having a laugh with your mates. Like, it all comes with it. But yeah, how did I get onto this rant? Yeah, it was because I was talking to Botman. Yeah, anyway, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's go through the grid before this final race, shall we? Who do we have in first? We have Jack Fly in another Merc, which very nice there. We have black and silver Merc, a bit of fluoro outlines there, very nice there from Jack Fly. Jack Fly even. We have Ravox in the VW Beetle, Booyah Blue in the other Beetle, but the Castrol leveled Beetle this time. Matt, and which Weeby livery has he gotten today? He is in the GT Citroen. And if I'm right in thinking, hang on. I don't think that's a Weeby livery. I can't see anything. I mean, it's a gaming livery, but I'm surprised, Matt. Very surprised. Well, he's battling with Got Boost at the moment in the RCZ. PG just managing to spin it back around. Looks like he's gotten through the dash chicane, for better and for worse. Mr. and Ever Express battling there with Botman. We have TVR and we have Gibral in the pits in the McLaren there. Road choice in the McLaren. And for one final time, we are live at Quick Finishes on YouTube. For all you people watching, thank you very much for joining us tonight as we go into this final race. Hopefully this one should be nice and chaotic. Clean, but chaotic, because we don't expect anything from Dragon Trail. Not one single thing. Come on, Genus. If you're not readied up in the next couple minutes, Genus, unfortunately I will have to kick you before we can start this race. So if you are listening, Genus, and never mind, he clearly didn't like the way I smelled. Let's get this final race underway, shall we? Good luck, everyone. Now, for any of you lovely people out there who don't know GT7 that well, Dragon Trail is the infamous track with the infamous death chicane, which no doubt you will see as part of this race as well. However, hopefully we'll get to see a bit of clean racing and a bit of chaos in this final race here as we ready up for the lights. PG in the bright orange Merc taking us away, lights out for the final race of the night. PG taking us across the line, followed by P-Max, who is getting chased down by Ever Express with the Jag, who managed to get a great start there, heading into the first turn there, coming into the first of the chicanes there. Ever Express just going a bit wide there in the Jag. We've got Boost managing in NXX behind, managing to capitalise there in the background. And the Porsche of TVR managing to get up the inside. Ooh, bit of a squeeze there by Sovrox as he turns into the corner a bit too hard there. Ooh, bit of a, oh, Mister looks like he's got a bit too much into the braking zone there and just gets a bit cooked going through that section there. Great little shot there coming through that section. As we swing it right and then swing it left past this high speed section of the track. Get that wrong and you'll be losing a lot of speed coming into this, as we're going to have a massive battle coming on this. Oh, and looks like somebody's got turned in the background there. Botman looks like they've got spun from Jack Fly there in the background as we head into the death chicane. Are there going to be any victims on this first lap? Ooh, looks like we're making it all clean so far. Is there going to be any victims? Surprisingly not. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Unfortunately, Mister looks like they might have had a bit of contact with either a driver or the wall there on the inside, unfortunately. And I think I know who the culprit is, Matt. Why are you 5 seconds behind? Oh dear. Never mind. Unfortunately, did not see that, and there goes Mister. However, focused on the race at hand, Shea Blue is with almost 3 wide going into the first chicane there. Oh, Ever Express really just gets it back on the brakes there. Oh, really bad rejoin as well by Ever Express. Please watch where you're rejoining back on the track, Ever Express there. You really need to pay more attention as to where you are ending up on track there, not turning into other drivers. Safe rejoining is there for a reason, and if you don't do it right, it's a reason why you get penalties in motorsport. Chevu with the 1.5 second lead here coming into the fast left, right to left. TVR managing to make the Porsche work this time and is doing a really good job in 3rd place and managing to avoid most of the carnage at the start and managing to make it a bit more clear. Ooh, got Boost there, almost losing it on the exit of the curb. Hard into the brakes going through the harbour section here as we have Bravox is well in the Beetle behind. Oh, this is going to be absolute carnage heading into this section here. Jack Fly coming and PG coming through the corners here. Oh, it's looking like it's going to be, and we have Gary who's just managing to make it through. Oh, bit of contact there, yes, and that is why they call it the death chicane there. Looks like there was a bit of a hit from PG as he was going slow through the corner, and Gary unfortunately collecting the inside apex of the wall there. That is why they call it the death chicane, ladies and gentlemen, and that is why it is infamous across all well, GT Sport and GT7 for being the carnage bringer track and what is effectively known as the noob circuit of this game. As we head back into turn 1 here, Ever Express on the outside, TBR going for the move there. Oh, bit of contact again from Ever Express there. You really need to watch that contact, buddy, as we are going to go almost 4 wide into the next section here, into the mountain section of the course. Ever Express on the inside. Oh, we go 3 wide going to there. Bit of lots and lots of contact there. Calm it down, guys. It's the last race of the night. You don't need to push this hard. Unfortunately, Bravox loses it out a bit more to that battle there, as TVR still ends up in 3rd place. Got Boost, they are all in the exact same positions as Ever Express, just a bit too much on the brakes there again, and TVR flies around the outside of him. Great move there, going through the fast flowing section there. Got Boost is now right on the back of Ever Express as well, going into the heavy braking zone, into the harbour, and ooh, Got Boost really gets it wide there, just too hot on the brakes, cooks them, and going through into the death chicane now, making through turn 1 and turn 2 with no issues. Nobody in the barriers just yet. heavy on the braking zone. Oh, and lots of contact there going through that final section. And lots of people in the wall there as Jack Fly manages to capitalise and manages to go up into 4th place ahead of Got Boost there. Meanwhile, Booyah Blue in front is really managing to stretch his lead to 4.3 seconds in front. As TVR now manages to eat into a bit of his gap now. With a hard braking zone into the turn 1 chicane. Is he making inroads here? Looks like he is, and looks like he is catching at an alarming rate now, TVR. Ever Express just holding onto the fence here, being a bit aggressive, just managing to hold on here. Jack Fly going for the move on the inside, but thinks better of it, tries to get the cut back, but Ever Express manages to just hold his own there, get a bit more pace, but tyres spinning on exit there. The Jaguar really being a bit unsettled here. The Merc looking to have a bit more agility through these long, fast corners. And Jack Fly looks to set up the move here, coming into the big run over the hill into the harbour section once again. Will he manage to get a move on the inside? No, he is not close enough yet. Ever Express just managing to keep it together for now. All of them coming into the chicane now. Excellently handled by TVR, managing to gain a bit there. Oh, and Ever Express again, just hitting into the wall. Oh, and unfortunately Got Boost collects him this time. And Ever Express gets a massive shunt going down that straight. And unfortunately Jack Fly and Got Boost suffer on the exit of the chicane there. Ever Express manages to just keep in front there, but again, really should be letting them back past after that there. Jack Fly just getting a bit crossed up there, trying to get past Shamrocks in front. Maybe a bit of a squeeze there, maybe a bit too aggressive on the inside. We'll have to wait and see, but looks like Jack Fly is really wanting to get past Ever Express now as he holds a sturdy defence, but aggressive at the same time. But look at that, Jack Fly, great exit there, setting the move up really nicely, and he's already passed Ever Express. That's what he needed to do originally, set the move up to go past, and now he is free to hunt the rest of their leaders. Is TVR managing to make any sort of dents into Booyah Blue? And he is, to be fair, managing to bring the gap down to only 1.6 seconds. So in a couple laps time he might actually be able to catch him, but we'll have to wait and see for that as we go back. Shamrocks just managing to hold off Jack Fly for the meantime, but Jack Fly getting once again a great run there. A little bit of contact following through the corner there as Shamrocks tries to turn in a bit too hard there, too wide, almost going into the death chicane. Jack Fly takes it into the death chicane. Will he manage to hold it together? Yes, he is, and he handles it perfectly and manages to stretch out his gap to almost a second on the exit of the chicane there. Got Boost really trying to recover from earlier in the race, and unfortunately Jibril and Matt not managing to make any inroads whatsoever in this race, and really must have been unfortunate from earlier in the race where they have not managed to make any sort of time on these drivers in front. Jibril goes across the line at 140.2, not respect of his pace that he can show from all of these races here, and that McLaren really not a quick car at all around this track, but does look good at the same time. But he is catching Got Boost though, who unfortunately is falling back a little bit more from the Shamrocks and Ever Express in front as he just gets it a bit too wide there. Unfortunately, you can see the massive tank slapper that he got going into that corner. Unfortunately, doesn't manage to hold it there going through that corner. As we have a battle between Shamrocks and Ever Express. Ever Express just again going a bit too deep into the corner there, not managing to get the brakes right on that Jaguar. That Jaguar is a big, heavy, powerful car in the GR3 class, so he really needs to get used to their braking zones to make sure he can rotate that car properly. But Jibril is really catching now, hand over fist on these two in front. Will he manage to make it clean and get a run through the death chicane? We shall wait and see. Oh, massive contact there again, Ever Express, and Matt goes into the wall again. Ever Express really causing carnage there, unfortunately, and really should be waiting for Jibril as he is getting tugged out once again, unfortunately. Despite Ghosting being on weak, apparently it is not enough for Ghosting to avoid that collision. It's in the death chicane. Don't ask me why. It's not, but unfortunately just GT things from there. But let us have a look back to our leaders, and now it is the final lap, and look at that, TVR is now right on the back of Booyah Blue, going through the last lap here. It's going to be a titanic battle on this last lap of the race, and it looks like TVR has managed to get a massive run coming off of that tight right hand corner, going into the next section here. Booyah Blue takes the inside defensive line. Will TVR manage to get a nice run through the left, right, left? Doesn't look like he's managed to get too much of a slingshot there, but he still does have the draft coming into the harbour section. Booyah goes defensive very early on to cover off this inside line, but doesn't really need to go defensive too much there. TVR not close enough alongside, and as a result he manages to close up to the back of Booyah Blue. Both of them really need to get a good dash chicane here to make sure that they can set up for either the defence or the attack going in here, and looks like TVR's managed to get a great run there, going up right on the back of TVR there, and he gets a great run going into the last corner. Who's going to be better on the brakes? TVR to the outside, just manages to have a little bit of room in front. Booyah Blue going heavy on the brakes there, manages to just make it work on the inside. Bit of a block pass there from Booyah Blue, but manages to make it work. Jack Fly comes across here. Will he manage to take TVR on the line? He does! Jack Fly just manages to come across here with 0.005 of a second just to take second place there. Booyah Blue just takes it by half a second going across the line there. Incredibly close race between them three there. A great little block pass there by Booyah Blue just to send it up the inside of TVR. Very, very aggressive, but just managing to make it work on the limits of the racing there. Great to see from our last race there. We have Shabrox, Matt, Ever Express, Gary Pod, Botman, Jibril and PG rounding up the final race of the night. Great little battle there at the end there, and well done to Booyah Blue, who just manages to hold on to their victory in the end there. It would have been very close. TVR very quick towards the end, as well as Jack Fly to catch them back up in the end, but a very good race nonetheless. And yes, as we all expected, Dragon Trail does bring the carnage with a lot of these races, and yeah, unfortunately that was going to be it. But yes, unfortunately, sorry Bulldogs, that will be the last one of the night. Who's that in the chat as well there? Yeah, very sorry Tanner, it is currently 12:30 in the UK at the moment. It's night, so unfortunately we'll not be able to do one more, I'm afraid. However, I'll be looking to do another one of these very soon. But yeah, thank you very much for joining in, guys. Honestly, really good show by everybody, especially everybody who's joined in the lobbies tonight. Very good racing, very fun night as well. Thank you very much, guys, and thank everybody for joining us in the chat as well. Another really, really successful night. Again, I had no idea that these sort of streams would take off so well, especially with obviously the channel being mostly an IRL channel. However, these are really fun to do, if I'm perfectly honest. Whether that's racing, commentary, anything like that, it's really fun, and I'm planning to do a lot more in the future. And yeah, half one in Norway, mate. Yeah, yeah, I do not envy you at all. I know I'm going to be up early in tomorrow for work. So yeah, unfortunately, I do feel your pain on that one, buddy. But yeah, thanks very much as well for Jibril for joining in tonight. Lovely to see you again. Again, hopefully we'll be seeing you guys a lot more in the Discord and stuff as well. So that'll be fun. And yeah, thanks as well, Matt, for joining in. Same, and then everybody else as well for joining in tonight. Thank you very much once again for watching, tuning in, racing, all of the above. We'll be back very soon with more GT7 and Open Lobbies and many more things still to come. Keep an eye out on the channel, whether that be more streams, more videos, etc. But yes, until next, guys, thank you very much for watching. This is the Quick Finishes channel, and we will see you later.